What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am so glad you're here. God bless you. I hope your day and your week are going great, and I hope everyone is happy and healthy. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, as you know, this is a channel devoted to helping content creators on a budget, and one of the things I really do try to instill in you guys is that you don't need to go out and buy an expensive camera when you already have one in your pocket. Your phone is the best and cheapest camera you're gonna buy. That I absolutely wholeheartedly agree with and still believe, but sometimes you want a camera. And if you can afford it and it's not gonna hurt your budget, then yeah, go get the camera. So that's what I did, and I went and ordered myself a couple of prime lenses. And I really gotta tell you, I opened one of them and it was phenomenal. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw some of the pictures I put up. It's really crystal clear and it's beautiful and it's got that nice depth of field. And I got another one for shooting these videos on, and I wanna unbox that with you guys today. I did a lot of research and everything I saw said this was the best one, and the price was just it doesn't compare. Like, tell you what, let's just go ahead and roll the intro and then we'll talk about the lens. Okay, so here it is. This is the box that it came in. This is the Makey, not sure how to pronounce it. It's the 25mm prime lens for a Canon M mount camera. Now they do make one for a Sony E mount, so if you have a Sony camera, you can still use it. Like I said, I got this lens because I did a lot of research on it, and I saw that it was just a phenomenal price. I got this for under $100. At the time I bought it, I think it was $75. And the next closest price prime lens for a 25mm was 22 to 25mm was around $180. So it's really a lot cheaper, and I was really hesitant to buy it because of that. But I did the research on it. I read the reviews. I talked to people who had bought one and used it, and they all said the same things, that it's a beautiful starter lens. And yeah, that's it. It's just that it's a beautiful starter lens. There were really no negatives about it. So let's jump in and take a look at this lens, and then I'm going to throw it on the camera and let's see how it looks. All right, so we're going to open the box up. And first thing we get, obviously, is our lens bag. These are going to be standard in any lenses you buy. You probably got one if you bought a camera. It came with the kit lens with the camera, along with the wipe, your warranty information, and this little card giving contact information for the company. And here it is, the lens with a silica gel to keep it dry. Now, first reaction to this, before I even take it out of the plastic, this is a heavy lens. This is some really solid craftsmanship on this. It is made of metal. It comes with your front and rear lens caps. It is a manual focus lens. Unfortunately, to get an automatic focus lens for my camera, I would have had to have bought one directly from Canon. And like I said, the cheapest one comparable to this is their 22mm, which is, again, a phenomenal lens. Well, comparable to this that would work on my camera is their 22mm, which is a phenomenal lens, but it's $250. And I don't want to spend that kind of money for something like this. I wanted to get something that you guys would be able to buy. Let's go ahead and take the lens caps off and take a look at the glass. It is beautiful. Now this has an aperture that goes from 1.8 all the way up to 16. For those that don't know, the aperture is the hole in the center that basically allows the light to go through. The more light that comes through, the more of your image you get, and the better quality you can focus on your subject and put everything else out of focus. It gives you that nice blurry background and what's known as bokeh. See if you can see. Yeah, so you have your aperture. That's the aperture right there in the center that is opening and closing. And yeah, and it's a manual focus. Like I said, it comes as short as just a few inches from the camera all the way up. Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. To infinite. If you know anything about cameras, you understand all of those, and I'm not going to get into different focusing. So yeah, the only thing left to do, let's go ahead and throw this guy on and see what it looks like. And there we go. What do you think? I think it looks pretty good, right? So you see how it's got me more in focus. The background is out of focus more. I seem to be clearer, and it's got a better look of the colors. Now, there's nothing wrong with the kit lens. In fact, let's go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison of the two so you can see what I'm talking about. This is the prime lens, and this is the kit lens. Prime lens, kit lens. Look at the background of the prime lens, and now check out the background of the kit lens. So you see, it's still a really good quality lens. Why I like this one is I'm able to dial things in a little bit tighter. So that's why I wanted to buy this, and I wanted to, so I can do a little bit more quality of a video for you guys and still be, you know, keeping it within that budget like we try to do here. So you heard me throw out those numbers, 25mm lens and a 1.8 to 16 aperture. So what do those numbers mean? Well, the 25mm, that is the focal length. So that is the length of that the light travels from a specific point in the lens to the sensor. And what that does is, because of the way a lens refracts light, the smaller that number, the wider the area that you're actually able to view. So a 25mm lens actually has a much wider angle of view than, say, a 50mm lens on would, because it's a larger number, so it's a longer distance and the light is refracted less. The same goes with the aperture, because you want more light to come through, so you need a smaller size of your aperture to allow more light to come through. Now, when you allow more light through, that means you also have to adjust things like shutter speed and ISO and things like that. So you have to keep a lot of stuff in mind to get a good quality picture. So just keep that in mind. The lens and the aperture and the focus are important, but you have to play around with other numbers. This is why I say, until you're at that point of you know what you're doing with a camera, just keep using the one in your pocket. It's really your best bet. And anytime I go out and shoot anything that we're going to edit, I'm most likely going to be using footage from my phone, because it's always on me. My camera isn't always on me. It's usually set up here in the studio, so I can just turn on the camera and start going. Okay, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you. It's not a long video today. I really just wanted to unbox this and talk about it, because it is really a high quality lens. I'm going to link it in the description below. Now, mine is, like I said, for a Canon EOS M200. So it's a Canon M mount. They're mirrorless line of cameras. But they do have a Sony E-mount version. The only negative I saw about this had to do with the Sony E-mount, and that is, and it's the same on the Canon. It's just a little, the way the mounting is a little easier on a Canon, but it's a very tight mount. It's very tight on your camera, and that's good, because it's not going to fall off and it's not going to move around. But with the Sony, it apparently, because it's so tight on the camera, it takes a little bit more work to get it out. So just keep that in mind and be very careful. Thank you so much for checking this out. Please, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe so you know when the next videos come out. Hit the like button if you just like what it is, so it'll go back out into the YouTube ethos and people can see it and come and watch my videos more. So, all right, till next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep editing, and God bless you guys. Have a great day.